Hello, it's Lisa and it's been a minute. I'm a pro makeup artist of 17 years. This is kind of crazy and wild. We're 2 weeks into our house renovation, hence no video last week, but here I am on the morning of when this will be published, but it's fine, it's fine. So I thought I'd really do a quick look for you using something brand new to me. I have actually been sent all of these now. This one I got via Space & K. The absolute babes in Space & K sort me out. It's so wonderful to, you know, build these relationships with brands and, you know, have the opportunity to try things from brands. Anyway, this is the Vieve Allure eyeshadow palette. I've been meaning to try this for ages. It's been sat for ages. If you know me, you know I love a bit of Vieve. Jamie's products are, oh, look at that packaging. That is like sexy. And this is the kind of quite neutral palette. Great, I think, for the season that we're in now of like going to weddings and stuff like that, because these sorts of colours will work with so many outfits. It'll work amazing with like a navy, a blue, greens, even brighter statement looks, because you can team this up with a bold lip, a pink, anything, red. Yeah, that is saucy. Let's take this. I'm gonna peel off. I keep getting asked on my quite a few people have said on Instagram that I should do ASMR videos. I'm like, oh gosh. I don't know if I just have the capacity to whisper, because it sort of strains your voice. There you go, there's a bit of AMSR. Did I say AMSR? ASMR? I'm not sure. I am going to put this just directly on like a clean lid. I might pop a wee bit of powder on my eye. Yes, so I've missed you and it's been full on here. The conservatory has completely gone, been knocked down. That was done in a few days, and now the builders are sort of digging and doing all the groundwork. This is just a One Powder Wonder by Beauty Pie. I like to just put a little bit of powder, just a clear powder on my eye, especially if I've got nothing underneath. I've got very oily eyelids, so figured we would just do a little something just to help it last a bit more. Yeah, it's been okay. I've been very switched on from the build, which isn't a bad thing. It's just all going on. Life feels a bit hectic. So yesterday I just completely cleaned the kitchen. So at the moment, I'll do it. Let me know if you want an updated tour of what it's like so far, because I can film that next week. But the front door is a temporary front MDF door, new lock and everything on it, and we go straight into the kitchen. So it's a place where the builders store some of their tools. It's the only access into the house. It's quite a big step into the house now. It's all fine. I've just felt, I guess the word is very fizzy from it all, because I've been very excited and just sort of accommodating to the builders, making them teas, coffees, treating them to little snacks when I can. Anyway, let's get some of this on. So I'm going to start off with this shade here. Have these got shade names? So in here we've got Tease, Obsess, Rendezvous and Strip. Once again, I can never tell if these names are like mirror how they look from behind or like front. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. This one, I'm gonna start with this one. You can see the hecticness on my desk. This is like the 5th video I'm filming this morning. I have a very exciting giveaway going live on my page to my UK audience. So make sure you check that out. It's going to go live later today. So I am popping this down. I'm using some Vieve brushes actually. This is the eyeshadow smudger. Normally I'd go for something a bit bigger, but it's dirty. So this is a really pretty, it's like a I guess it's like a slightly salmon colour. It's quite rosy. I like to lay down a bit of a, whatever I'm doing here, mid-tone, that's the one. Sometimes it takes a minute for my brain to actually kick into gear to tell me the words that I'm looking for. But yeah, week 2, feeling positive, excited. Obviously it's just crazy watching your funds go down, but you know, it's all part of it, and it's just crazy the amount of money you spend on the ground, in the ground, when it's something, you know, eventually that you never see, but it's very important for the stability of the building. So yeah, but I feel so blessed and relieved that we have an amazing team of builders who are honest, hardworking. Like, the amount of work they've done, I just cannot believe it. They are brilliant, so can't fault them in that respect. But it's funny because they drink a lot of like fizzy drinks, like cans are like left around, and bottles, and like Dairy Dunker packs. Is funny. But they're all really nice guys. There's 3 of them that have been here. There is a 4th who's kind of heads it all up, but I think he's either away or just finishing up another project for the time being. But yeah, just feel very lucky to be in very good hands. So I've just laid down. So I always think of this part as like the underwear. Actually, I might switch to this. And what I'm going to do is just build up a bit more depth. So I think this, as I said, this palette would be great for like occasion. Oh, I thought that was, okay, this is a Kit Stars brush, not a Vieve one. It's like similar colouring. Kit Stars, if you don't know, is an amazing brush range that is super affordable. I think they were created by Makeup Pros. I'm just going to do that more in the outer corner. It's been nice. I've been working a few weddings, so meeting lots of lovely bridal parties, being involved in people's very special days. I did do a whole bunch of weddings, just like a handful here and there. So great kind of gap filler, and it's just so lovely to be involved in something that has been so like well planned out and thought through. It's an honour to be part of someone's day. And yesterday was gorgeous because we were like watered, fed, and everyone was just a real laugh. So all these pigments, as you can see, I've just tapped the excess off there. I've super finely milled, very much like her other palettes are. They remind me of like the old school style of pigments. Can you see I'm doing a bit of like a bouncy tapping motion just to really build the pigment up. So what I'm going to do is I'm like leaving a negative space in the middle, can you see, to basically lay down the sheen. So I think this is coming out a bit more kind of, it looks more brown, I guess, but it's quite plummy on the eye, which is lovely. And you could always use a smaller brush so the area isn't as like big. But see what a difference like just that little bit of shaping can do. Yeah, I just keep seeing so much like inspiration for, you know, the styling, the decor. It all comes down to money, so we'll see how it all goes. And yeah, major news this week. I hit 10k on Instagram, so that's really exciting. Hence, I've got the giveaway coming up. What I will preface you with is that you could win £400 worth of beauty products. All will be revealed on the Instagram, so make sure you follow me there and check that out and share it to be in a chance to win. Exciting. It's so lovely to be able to sort of collaborate with brands that like really trust you, enjoy what you do, and yeah, because it's a really cool brand that we're collaborating with, to just share the love. house related stuff, what's going on. So I think next week they are just continuing to dig the ground. I'm not sure when they're going to get the concrete to lay down the kind of new foundations and footings. But what they've also discovered is, last week they went through the water main by mistake. They're like, oops, and my camera caught it. We've got like one of those doorbell cameras. So I'm just going to go with that sheeny colour. I love to apply these textures just with the fingers because brushes just tend to flick the pigment around. Oh, this is yummy. Oh yeah. I think what's quite unusual about this palette is that the lightest tone isn't like mega light, meaning it'll, well, we all have those palettes with those super light bright colours that you either use up in an instant or don't kind of fully use up, but I think it's very mindful of working on deeper skin tones as well, which is really lovely. And you know, kind of essential. I think that's the difference when you have someone that's got a makeup artist real background, that works on a product that just offers something that much different. What else house related? So I think the building control person, I know not everyone's from the UK that follows me here, but the control person had to sort of come check how things are going and sort of sign off that everything's sort of, all the measurements are correct versus the planning permit you put in for. So the planning permit is approved before you start works, and then they sort of check in, I think, beginning, middle and end. And if you have an architect like we do, you sort of, it depends on your relationship and your kind of budget with it all, but every time an architect comes out to you, this is what you learn, you'll build for it. So try and make, you know, have all your questions sort of ready to ask, so you can make efficient use of the time rather than be unsure or like spend too long with them, like indulging, rather than just being efficient, would be my greatest advice. But they are brilliant, they are excellent, and so helpful with, you know, their use of space and just all those things. And you've got to just remember as well that it's your house, so you've got to speak up about what you want and don't want. And with architects, you can have them involved in different levels. So we've got ours is like, did all the planning application for us. So basically now I'm just getting my concealer brush and just airbrushing. See the difference between this and that side? It's just like a bit cleaner, especially like on that outer bit. Just cleans it all up. You can either just get an architect to literally draw the plans and you can submit them all, and you can have all the structural engineer like do all the weights and everything of everything to ensure it's all like compliant and load bearing, and obviously depending on what you're doing, because we're doing a double height extension, so we had to knock everything down to redo the footing and everything, and we're also going to be knocking down 2 internal walls once that's up, so aka we're doing a significant amount of structural stuff. So it depends on what you're doing. If you're not really doing a lot, you don't necessarily need an architect. And yeah, I hope that's helpful to someone. This is looking pretty. I'm obsessed. Just gonna do a bit more of the pigment. But yeah, that's kind of like the house stuff. So I just feel constantly very switched on, and work's sort of picking up a little bit. I've got Glastonbury round the corner, so I work with a company called Yurtel. It's like a private luxe camping company where people hire yurts, and they're gorgeous and they stay there. So we do offer hair and makeup appointments, which is really fun. So I've been dealing with all the bookings for that, which is amazing and crazy because everyone wants the same time and you're like, this has been out for months and you want this appointment now and it's gone. Very excited. Got 5 amazing hair and makeup artists working with me. Yeah, so it's all kind of just very exciting, basically. Can't believe it's around the corner. Have any of you been to Glastonbury? Let me know in the comments. It's a very cool, fun, unique event. And we're off-site, we're not on-site, so we are sort of a stone's throw away. I'm going to go in with the Swede mascara to finish the look off. So basically I'm doing my makeup to film the giveaway for. So this is the look I'm wearing for that. Yeah, there's so many things like for the house I keep seeing and looking at, and I'm just hoping work really sort of keeps momentum. I get more like online opportunities as well, because that has been really quiet, or there's been a lot of, I say a lot, a few brands sort of reach out wanting to do things for peanuts, and it takes confidence to say no. And it's knowing your worth as well, because sometimes it's not necessarily about just the content, but it's also about you are a brand yourself now when you've got a bit of a following and a community. So it's kind of valuing that too, sort of just speaking out loud really. This is such a good kind of separating but like volumizing mascara. I love it. But that is kind of what has been going on. I just feel things are going well. It's Chris's birthday next week also. I've got him a very cute set of presents. I gave him one thing early on because he was really sad at work. Well, just in life. I had a bad day, so I was like, here you go, cheer up. Which was a fragrance. It's the Eccentric Molecule number 1 with patchouli. It's beautiful. It's a super sexy kind of fragrance and he loves it, and he ran out of his first bottle. I think Cult Beauty had an offer on it, so they had 20% off because it was their 15-year anniversary. So you can just hear Magnus huffing in the background because he's having a big old nap. They just separate the lashes out so nicely. I filmed, yeah, a big cluster of videos before this because I wrote them down, like what I filmed, because sometimes you lose track. Like I have so many on my laptop that need editing, including the looks where I do like one palette and like multiple looks with them. I really need to get on those and edit them. Maybe that's the job for this week. But that is looking cute. Let's finish this off with a bit more Vieve. Let's do this. Where are all my Vieve bits? I really need to reorganise my beauty bin again. It's got a little hairy again. Just the nature of it. And especially that work's kind of busier, you don't have as much time. You're like in and out, swappity switching stuff. It's hectic. Just need like a keeper to keep. So I've got everything on a trolley. Oh, as you can hear, stuff's falling and dropping. Gonna do you. Okay. Let's make it a Vieve look. Oh, there's some gorgeous new looking Vieve stuff as well. What is it? The new lipsticks. Oh. Right, so I'm gonna do my little blusher hack. This is the Pesca blush. This is a very gel-like blush. It's a lightweight pigment, so it's great if blusher makes you nervous. And I love to put it on the heel of my hand, smush it together. I've probably got hair too much, but the more I rub it. And you want to soften all of the edges and then line it up between your iris and your nostril. And you can just dab on the colour and look really fresh and cute. And then, I like dropped pigment all down my top. What a messing puppy. This is the Brat lip liner. I love this. I need to get more of her liners, but in my kit, because all of them I have for personal. They're really good. Just overlining, focusing on that top. And once you got your shape, you can stretch. Sometimes I see people stretch straight away, unless you like really know your lips, but and then it'll really unky. That's the shade Brat, and this is Deity. Deity? It's a bit of a cooler tone. The thing I am missing out the building work being done is just having access to the garden. It's the way we get in and out the house, and it's like, it's just trenches and mud. So obviously it's not forever, but there you go. Voila. Ow. She is complete. What do you think? Nice to do a little makeup with you. It's nice to like tart myself up. Look, there's the prize box for my giveaway, by the way. Sneaky, sneaky. Anyway, there's this week's look. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next week, I hope. Yeah, let me know if you want another tour or like a more updated tour. I might do them just like sort of monthly, but it's just really interesting seeing this part, because I think you'll really forget this bit quite easily because it's so messy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok for more like regular and daily content, and yeah, big love.